Coming up on Infected 1985, the average homeboy blazes us with his white-hot rhymes. Emphasis on white. Plus, murderous lesbians. Hot ones, with no clothes, oiled up. Very dangerous. And a glimpse at the hit new crime show, Hot Shot in the Kid. Prepare to spit new coke out of your nose. It's Infected 1985.
Infected.
Infected. Infected. Infected.
Infected.
Hello and welcome to Infected, the IPTV show that makes a brighter day. So let's start getting. I'm Internet's Martin Sargent. And this is Infected 1985! Woo. That's why I'm dressed like Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
Yeah, boy.
And it's goddamn hot in this thing. Why the hell is this guy wearing this kind of outfit in Miami?
You look like a bad guy on Miami Vice. Like you
I'm
just
like
drove a boat in.
I'm one of the drug criminals.
You look like you just drove a fucking cigarette boat in from Cuba or something. Loaded up with like a bunch of bales of cocaine.
I feel like it, man. I feel like I just did a bunch of bales of cocaine. Good Lord, I'm overheating. How do they dress like this in 1985? It's crazy. What were you doing in 85?
You're not half as shiny as Rico Tubbs still, though. That motherfucker shone like a goddamn Broadway light.
I'm Crockett to your Tubbs.
All right, man. I always liked Tubbs better. He had that sawed-off shot.
I don't know who remembers the damn thing about Tubbs. What did Tubbs do?
Tubbs didn't do a whole. You fucked a lot of chicks.
Yeah, he did. So maybe I'm more like Tubbs.
Don Johnson just ran around smoking cigarettes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not like him.
And you know what I liked about his costume, the little outfit he wore? He wore those capezios, like them man slippers. Those things, man, those look like a motherfucker can pull off a good pair of, like, cloth man slippers. He's a bad motherfucker. And you can still be a badass wearing some cloth man slippers. That's the life, man. You get some of them on with no socks. And
Tubbs, I wonder if he, like, calls Don Tubbs. Can I borrow some money, man?
I wonder what
I need a pair of capezios.
Whatever happened to that motherfucker?
I don't know. I think he's doing like
he didn't do a movie. He didn't do. Maybe he's a Shakespearean.
Yeah, we're making fun of him. He's making a lot more money off syndication still than I ever made. Yeah. Goddamn Tubbs and his capezios.
Rico Tubbs, man. He was from New York originally, and they came in. He became the partner. You know what though? They didn't get along at first.
No. But after a while, it was two guys up against the world with a bad attitude.
Yeah, man.
Lamborghini.
Well, yeah, that's right, Dave.
It's much easier with
Good.
Lamborghini.
Do you like that show? Is that Miami Vice?
It was very popular.
You like that show better than your new favorite show, America's Most Dangerous Cats?
Dave's
like, you ever see that show, America's Most Dangerous Cats? He's trying to say America's Deadliest Catch.
I did see America's Deadliest, dude.
The deadliest cat.
Anytime I'm feeling really sad or something like that, like my day is going really bad, which is most days, all you gotta do is think about Dave's show. Go, America's Most Dangerous Cats.
You're like
Deadliest Cats. I said Deadliest Cats like 5 times.
Like America's Dangerous Cats. You're like, what?
It's a show about crab fishing.
What's that about? Like American cats?
Nothing to do with cats.
Is that about?
I didn't say cats. You said cats.
You said it.
Is that like something about mountain lions or something? You're like, no, it's those fishermen.
It's a fisherman.
You're like, what?
It's a fisherman.
The deadliest catch?
Okay, back to the show.
Back to the show. 1985, best year of my life.
Oh, man.
It's all gone to shit since 1985. That was a hell of a year.
Good year.
WrestleMania started.
Good year.
The Nintendo came out.
Friday night videos.
The Amiga computer came out.
Yeah, boy.
What else? ATI started making video cards. That was one kick-ass year. Keira Knightley was born.
I didn't know nothing about all that, but...
Keira Knightley, she was born in 1985.
That's
unbelievable.
I used to drive my dune buggy around in 1985. Hell, I was 32 years old already in 1985. I think
in between stints in prison?
I might have been in prison in 1985. I don't remember. You know, to tell the truth, I don't fucking remember anything from 82 to like 89.
You get in trouble with the tribal police down in the swamplands, down in the res.
That's when
Florida.
Starving Crow blew up Burger King.
Well, the most important thing that happened to me in 1985, was not that Back to the Future came out.
You know, that
was important.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got my first computer, an Apple IIc.
You got a computer?
That changed my life.
We were
a poor family. I don't know if my father got it for doing lawn work or my grandmama stole it from a school or something like that. But I got a computer, and that changed my life. And that's when I set on a course to become America's foremost technology expert.
I got a computer.
And that's what I am today, right?
I got my first one 6 months ago.
Ask me a technology question. We got 5 Korean
camera guys in here.
Chinese.
Whatever. Chinese, Korean. Got a good technology question?
对哈
No?
Steven,
See, you know I'm going to
你
be able to
这么
answer it.
洋呢？我等你半天了，你为什么要拍这个节目啊？那你拍的不
What the fuck? What is that?
He just blew
What
a
is
fuse. Gator just blew a fuse.
What is that? Is that like 1985? How do you say like in China, in Mandarin, you say like 1985, like Grody to the max, and just say no and gag me a spoon, and slow and steady wins the race.
You
Like
say
1985 terms.
1985年的那个怎么那么恶心呢？恶心。
This is going so bad.
That's how you say disgusting. 恶心。Am I right?
That's what I think Chinese people are
This is
saying
gonna
right
be
now.
the longest infected show ever.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No one's watching anymore. They've already turned off. Worst thing in 1985 wasn't New Coke. Wasn't New Coke came out. No, it was.
You two rattling.
It
hum.
wasn't Microsoft coming out with Windows 1.0. Those bastards.
I didn't get a computer till 4 months ago. Didn't do shit for my life.
You know, the worst part about 1985 was there was no Netflix in 1985. But they got Netflix now. We got a special for you, 2 weeks for free. Just log in to www.netflix.com/infected. We'll give you 2 weeks for free right
Would you
now.
not buy something off this man?
Please. Buy something off the sweaty guy dressed like Don Johnson. Please.
Yeah, you can trust
I
him.
need the money. I get a little scrap every time one of you guys signs up at what is it?
Netflix.
Netflix.com/infected. I get a little piece.
Yeah, you got to get that suit back to Sam Myers before 9:30. That motherfucker going to charge him an extra hour.
Burlington Coat Factory's got a 48-hour return policy. Come on, people, sign up. I need it.
Netflix.
All right. Well, as we were saying, 1985, of course, when Miami Vice came out, that changed my life. Great show, Crockett and Tubbs.
Oh, man, it's a
and
good
that
show.
show inspired the Gator and I to come up with our own gritty crime drama.
You know, they based that show, The A-Team, off my life. They did.
Yeah?
I'm
I'm kind of like Face Man. No? Fuck you guys.
You're like B.A. Baracus.
Anyway, we decided to write our own show about two super cops with a beef against the world.
Oh, yeah, this is some hot
This
shit.
is the great stuff. And we come up with this show, and we decide that we're going to sell it to UPN. So we march into a meeting with these
Man.
UPN executives
And
with our
boy,
new show. And the show is fucking hot, man.
This is
It
a blazer.
It's the most amazing show. Instead of just talking about how great it is, why don't we show it to them
It's called
right
Hot
now?
Shot and the Kid.
Hot Shot in the Kid.
Marty plays the kid, and I play Hot Shot.
Let's take a look right now, and you try to tell me why the fuck UPN wouldn't pick this show up. Here it is,
Pass.
Hot Shot in the Kid.
Hot Shot in the Kid is sponsored by Pontiac. We build excitement.
Son of a bitch.
Hot shot! What do you got, kid?
Bones. A whole stack of them.
In the backyard?
You know what this means?
I mean, some son of a bitch went too far, and we've got work to do.
We got work to do, Hotshot. Saddle up.
We're gonna get bloody on this one. Let's go.
Yeah, boy. That's a hit. Pass, UPN. Your motherfuckers, that's the worst mistake
What
you
the
ever
fuck
made.
is with this town, man? First they cancel Unscrewed.
I don't know, man.
Then I don't work in 3 years.
Hot Shot and the Kid.
And now they don't pick up Hot Shot in the Kid?
Somebody's going to buy Hot Shot and the Kid, I think. It's got that gripping
It's got
tale about
everything.
they find bones.
They find bones, and it launches a mystery.
Dave, the cameraman, he couldn't figure out why we kept finding bones.
It's like I don't understand. It's not adding up. It's just not adding up.
What's that your
I just
impression?
don't understand why we had to go to a freaking rib joint every time we had to go eat. That's what I don't understand.
We had to get more bones. We had to get more. Anyway, as you know,
Hot Shot and the Kid, man. Check it out.
we got more episodes that
Send
come
a
out.
letter to UPN.
As you know, oh man, I'm sweating.
What the fuck happened to you, boy?
I'm wearing a Crockett outfit. That's what's happening.
Crockett never
Fucking
sweated
Miami.
like that. He lived
Oh,
in Miami.
He had handlers.
He had a fan bitch.
Joey sweats. But Joey's not on the show anymore. That little shitbird Joey flew up to San Francisco. But he doesn't know this, but we installed a tiny little wireless camera in his glasses so we can keep tabs on Joey anytime we want. We call it the Joey Cam. So what I'm going to do right now is just log into this IP address here that I've assigned to the camera and see if we can catch the feed and see what Joey is doing right now. Okay, yeah, he's watching TV. What is this? It's that old 1980s. It's the Littles. So, gee, what's it?
Holy
the
shit.
Fuck's, that's a penis pump. Joey's pumping his penis while watching the Littles. Turn it off.
What the fuck?
Turn it. And the Littles.
What's that little boy doing on the TV screen? Wasn't that like a little blonde hair
There
boy?
was a little blonde hair boy, and that's when Joey started pumping.
Joey wax off to the Littles?
Talk about the Littles.
That ain't right,
Joey.
hardly, man. That ain't hardly
Anyway,
right.
I think my
I mean, I'm all
bowels...
for a man spreading out on his couch when he's at home alone, but shit, man, you gotta be watching something. I wonder if you put a towel down. While he's in there.
I was thinking of putting a towel down. I think my bowels
boy.
just went slack while I was watching that. And the turd broke free.
Man, I used his remote control too when I was over at his house.
The remote control was probably buried
couch.
somewhere deep. So I got to go clean this thing off. When we come back, we're going to talk to America's finest white rapper,
I wore my
the
Nikes.
average homeboy, Denny Blaze.
I wore my Nikes for the 80s show.
That's good. They got air.
These have been in the box since 1983.
Stick around. Infected's coming right back with the average homeboy.
I got them at the athlete's foot.
I got to take a shower.
Infected 1985 is brought to you by Fabulous Shit Your Pants Barbie.
I see you shot your dress again, Barbie. Oh, Barbie, all these glow sticks take my mind off how you stink of shit.
Infected.
And welcome back to Infected 1985. My next friend's rap video has been viewed millions of times since it was unleashed on internet a couple years ago, and VH1 ranked him number 3 on its list of the 40 greatest internet superstars. But before we talk to him, let's take a look at the video that made the world swoon. Here's Denny Blaze, the average homeboy.
Before you start watching my video, I just want to say a few words. It's just a demo. The audio's rough because I was running it for myself, and the track is still just a keyboard. But I wanted to put my ideas down on videotape so you can see what I'm trying to market. Since the time that I've made the videos, I've been working in a recording studio to get the sound that I need. I've been working on tracks for behind me, and I've also been working on smoothing out my rapping. So pretty much if you can understand what I'm trying to market, I think once you hear my audio demo, you'll just be blazed. And rapping's a way for me to express my point of view. And in mainstream music right now, there's not a middle-class average guy telling his point of view that's white. Any white rapper that's out there right now claims to be from the streets of urban areas. I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not. I'm just a middle-class guy trying to express myself. And so hopefully by watching my videos, you can see that, and you can see how marketable it is. And I'm knocking on every door that I can to get my big break, so hopefully you can help me get my big record contract. Typical rapper that you'll meet. I don't live in a box, nor was I raised on the street. And as you can see, I'm not black. I don't do drugs, and I'm not on crack. What's the problem with a rapper who's white? We're all just fighting for our equal rights. Just because I'm not from the project doesn't mean that I can write $1 million checks. I was not with the silver spoon, and I don't have a daddy who's a big tycoon. I have to work hard every day if I want
Homeboy.
Whoa. Woo. I just got blazed, man. All right, here he is from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Denny Blaze, the Average Homeboy. What's up, dog?
Hey, Average Homeboy in the house.
How you doing out there in Cleveland, man?
Oh, just trying to keep it blazing. Got me working smoothing on the wrapping out.
Well, what does that mean? What does that mean exactly, to be blazed?
So pretty much if you can understand what I'm trying to market, I think once you hear my audio demo, you'll just be blazed. To be blazed, you know what, there are about 100 different definitions. I try to keep it positive just to say, like, hey, it's experience of that. You've seen the Average Homeboy video, so you just got blazed. But it could be all kinds of things. If the haters, they don't like me, then I can just blaze them. But, there's all kinds of different definitions for it. But mostly it is just the experience of watching the Average Homeboy video, you just got blazed.
I felt it, man. The first time I watched it, I felt like I got blazed. It was like that scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark when those dudes looked at the Ark and their faces melted. That's how I felt. That's how it feels to get blazed the first time you watch that video, bro.
There you go. There's your definition of you just got blazed.
You got blazed.
So you say that you got some haters out there. I can't believe that. Why is anyone hating on Denny Blaze?
Well, it's a unique concept. Back when I made that video, there wasn't anybody doing what I was doing.
No.
And,
Still
everybody
nobody
has
doing
some
that.
point of view. So, and plus, anytime you have success, there's a lot of people that get jealous. And usually I found that anybody that hates on me usually is jealous. But you know what? Bottom line is a good philosophy is treat people how you want to be treated. So
There you go. Word is born. I actually heard that somebody wrote a video game where the object was to hunt you down and kill you.
That's true. That is very true.
That is some powerful hating right there.
Now, how'd that happen? What happened with that, Denny?
They had actually posted some video of that on YouTube. I actually had it shut down, but it was just they hunted him down, and that's the whole concept of the video. But no matter what you do, when you put yourself out there all over the world, some people are going to like you, and some people don't. So,
hey, I know all about that,
The
Denny.
average homeboys and homegirls out there can appreciate it.
That's why I carry a hatchet with me everywhere I go.
Denny, when did you make that video?
I made that video in the late 80s, about 17 years ago.
17 years. And how old were you when you made that video?
I was about 19 years old.
So you were old enough to know better.
Well, I was old enough to know better, but you know what? I've always been an ambitious type of person.
Yeah,
and
clearly.
One of the things that makes this thing so unique is that, people weren't making videos like this back then. If you how many videos out, like Average Homeboy out there that are personally homemade videos?
Why did it sit dormant, not see the light of day for 17 years, Denny?
I don't know. What's crazy is this is kind of like it's almost like a dream that you say, hey, I want to do this, and 17 years goes by in a click of a finger, and bam, all of a sudden everybody knows about Average Homeboy now.
So somebody, it was in a box at MTV, right? And somebody found it in the box, and they're the ones that put it up on YouTube.
A guy named K-Max. I'd love to meet this guy named K-Max. He goes as Kevin G or K-Max. He posted it. He says he got it from a guy out of a box of old tapes at MTV.
It's kind of like, you always hear those stories about people finding like an original Monet in their attic or something like that. Did you predate Vanilla Ice?
I believe so. I don't know when he started. I don't know all his background, but I believe Average Homeboy was before that.
Yeah, because some people, they make a comparison, like maybe you could have been Vanilla Ice had it not been. That's kind of like, in my thinking, that's like saying that Jesus could have been Buddha or vice versa. I mean, you're both geniuses in your own regard.
Well, I appreciate the compliments, but I don't like to compare myself to anybody. If you try to sound like somebody else, the best you can be is second best. So
Hey, Denny,
I like to be original and be unique and be myself. And like I said, I'm definitely not coming off where I get stabbed or being a tough guy like that.
No.
Denny, I just wanted to ask you real quick. I had some old tapes of me air guitaring out in my garage to Crocus. But because they inspired me, but like I wanted to know like who inspires you, like what were some of the people that that inspired you to do your music?
Here's what inspired me is when I was a kid, back then in the 80s, boom boxes were really popular. And there was a song by Nucleus called Jam On It.
Jam on it, jam on it.
Jam On It, yeah. So that's the song by Jam On It by Nucleus. I hit a cassette recorder in that boombox, and I recorded that song off the radio, and I just played it back and forth until I memorized the words.
Denny, when you look at the video now, would you change anything? If you could go back and do it over again?
I don't think so. I think I would have.
I don't think so either.
That. And I think that, like I said, it took a lot of thought. If people think, to do a recording like that, the audio track is one straight time through on a cassette recorder with a microphone and the keyboard. So as you heard, you can actually hear on that track me hitting like pattern 44 on the Casio keyboard. I went to Radio Shack and bought a keyboard. So I thought that out, and back then you couldn't, an average homeboy couldn't go and edit on a cassette tape. You just hit play and record, and you did your thing. So I hit my Casio keyboard, and just started my flow, and I just did it freestyle one time through, and then laid that down and did my video to it. But Average Homeboy was about me at that time period.
Yeah, it's like, people can look at The Godfather and say, why did Coppola make this decision? Or Taxi Driver and say, why did Scorsese do this?
You can't change history,
But
man.
you can't change. I mean, why question genius,
You gripped it and you ripped it,
It's a piece out of time. Do you think you were cheated by history? Do you think that you sort of missed the boat and you should be a big famous rapper right now?
You know what? I am so blessed, whether I'm a famous rapper or if I'm just I'm still just an average homeboy, but I have a website set up, DennyBlaze.com, and on that website you can buy the CD, you can buy T-shirts, ringtones, and you could also go to the iTunes Music Store and you can download the new tracks that are smoothed out, which I just recently produced, and you can also download the original keyboard version on iTunes Music Store.
Those new tracks,
they are blazing. They are blazing.
They'll hit you like a mule kick.
They are. Denny, do you still want to be a big rap star? Do you still think you got a chance?
I'm just having fun. Hopefully, whether it's a rap star or maybe cameos in movies and TV shows, I've had all kinds of offers like that. I do enjoy making music, whether it's being a big rap star or not. I have a studio set up where I make my own music, and I definitely want to do some big performances. So if anybody's out there listening, I love doing big shows. I've gotten to do a few of them. But
you come play at my cookout next weekend with Starving Crow?
What's that?
You come play at my cookout next weekend with my buddy.
I get a million emails like that. Hey, come play at my birthday party. Hey, come play at my graduation party or cookouts and things. But I like to do big venues and that energy when you go to I got to perform at Madison Square Garden for the New York Music Festival, and the energy when you get a big group of people there, or I played at the Agora in Cleveland with MC Lars, and when you get a big group of people there, you feel that energy.
You can
feel it.
You can feel it. I could feel it right now because I know there's about 3-4 million people watching this broadcast. Denny Blaze, you are one of my favorite living Americans. You've made the list. Thank you so much for being you. And everyone out there, you got to check out DennyBlaze.com. Thank you, Denny.
Thank you very much for having me on, and thank you to all the average homeboys and homegirls for downloading my video.
You got it, man. Buddy. Thanks so much. Peace. Take it easy, man.
Peace out, dog.
Keep it hot.
All right, later, Denny Blaze. DennyBlaze.com, everyone. There he is, everyone. Denny Blaze, the average homeboy. Wow. Wow!
They keeping it real, isn't
he is amazing. It's like the Super Bowl shuffle with one guy. It's amazing.
He's got a real good attitude. He's good attitude.
He's great. Very, very happy to have him on the show. Well, against my better judgment, I think we should check in one more time with the Joey cam. What do you say? Let's go on the Joey cam.
You got to ruin
this is a little wireless camera that I installed
in
in Joey's glasses so we could see what he's doing at every time. He doesn't know it's there. All I got to do is log into this IP address on my computer and tap into the feed, and it appears that Joey he's still watching the Littles, and what's that? That shiny metal. Jesus! Looks like he's got some sort of masturbation to the Littles. Tight. God Lord. All right, we got to take. I can't believe it ruined the Denny Blaze segment by going on that. Man, we thought we could have left it on. We got to go up next. More proof that I'm a failure as Infected 1985 continues. Don't go anywhere, everyone.
Sorry.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Infected 1985 is brought to you by Right Bruce.
What could you tell a friend that drinks alcohol just to be like cool and just to do it because their other friends are doing it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Where's my fucking notes? I wrote them down. What was your name again, kid?
How do you think that we could get kids who are nervous about asking their parents about drugs because they are hooked? How do you think we could get them to talk to their parents about it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next question.
Infected.
And welcome back to Infected 1985, the show that takes you back in time 32 years. My next friend used to be a lowly intern on my old television show Unscrewed with Martin Sargent. And now, he's much more successful than I am. Here's Eugene Baldovino. What's up, Gino? How you doing, man?
I'm
Great
doing
to
all right.
see you. That's enough touching.
What's up, Gator?
buddy?
What the fuck, Eugene?
What
You
the
used
hell?
you used to get me my coffee.
Yeah, I did.
You used to do all kinds of terrible things for me, and now you're a big filmmaker, movie director, and I'm
or
doing
not.
this shit, sweating like a pig in Miami Vice outfit? What happened?
I don't know what happened. I just woke up
I
one
can
day
make a
and
few
you know,
guesses.
Look at him, he's dressing like a Hollywood guy now.
Hollywood guy.
Everything's
Look who's talking.
coming up roses for old Eugene.
Eugene's about waist deep in pussy, too, let me tell you.
So
No,
you
it's
made
been a
a
while.
movie.
Yeah, I did. It's called.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I
did.
woke up one day and I made a
spit
movie
one out.
called Minty the Assassin. It's a
Minty the Assassin.
it's a mixture.
You know, there's a
between
product called Minty Ass.
Minty Ass.
Yeah, it's for cleaning your ass.
Cleaning your ass.
I think we're all getting,
Anyway, that's off topic.
we're all getting to the point of why
Minty the
Eugene's more
Assassin.
successful than you now.
Eugene, just for the old days when you dabbed me.
Oh yeah, sure. There you go.
Thank you. So let's just start right out by shall we take a look at the trailer first?
Yeah, sure.
Here?
Take
You
a
want
look
to
at
set
the-
this up? What is the movie about?
It's basically a mix of Kill Bill meets L Word. Lots of martial arts action and lesbian love scenes.
Awesome! Here it is.
Yeah.
Minty the Assassin. Take a look.
So, Minty the Assassin, why do you kill? Why do you play this game? This game of death.
The same reason that you are who you are. Genetics.
I fight because I was born with this fist of fury, baby.
Who are you? I'm double delicious.
Do you ever wonder what it is that makes villains do what they do? Is it genetics or is it personal experience that turns them into such monsters?
That is an age-old question of nature versus nurture.
Do you know what a black hole is, Minty? All the space between your legs. I'm talking about the mighty Stephen Hawking.
Sensational! There is no meaning to life! Humans are the aftermath of evolutionary accidents.
Oh, Gino, that's a pretty slick production.
Give me a hug, buddy.
Where'd you get the money? Where'd you get the money to do that?
That's
well, I think your production value is a little higher than this show.
No, I
Granted,
funded
you
everything
probably
on
didn't
credit
use a
cards.
bunch of Korean camera guys. You can't hold a camera steady.
You use
I
credit
funded
cards?
everything on credit cards.
Really? You maxed
Oh
out
yeah,
all those
maxed out all these
credit
credit cards.
How many you got
I'm
there,
in
bud?
lots of debt
Oh,
right
let me
now.
see that.
Yeah, no.
You really maxed out all those credit cards?
I've
How
maxed
much
out all
in
those-
debt are you?
Oh, $20,000, and I still owe people money.
Are you stupid? What the hell's wrong with you, man?
I just woke up one day. I was like, man, I'm gonna make a movie, and that's what I did.
And what's the reaction about it? Have you been trying to sell this movie?
Well, that trailer was badass, man.
Yeah.
It looked like a good movie, man. I watched that over and
thanks a
over
lot.
again.
Especially the lesbians part. There are a lot of lesbians in it?
Yeah, there are lots of
Yeah?
lesbians.
Are
in
you
it.
into lesbians?
I am into lesbians. Yeah, that's why I made the movie.
What is it about lesbians that you like so much?
What is it about lesbians? It's
What the hell kind of question?
Well,
What's there not to like?
I don't know.
Your question is, what's there not
I got.
to like?
Especially when they wear their high heel shoes like that. Go ahead, Eugene. Tell them what you like about it. Maybe
It all started with old classic movies by Jess Franco and John Rowland. These lesbian vampire movies. That's sort of where it was inspired from. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna do a movie like that. So that's what I did.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did. So what's the next step now? You take this out of the marketplace and
I
try to sell it? So
gotta
you gotta go to
finish-
con or something like that?
I gotta finish cutting it first. That's gonna take a few months, and then
You need another $15,000 for that.
15, yeah, I know I totally ran out, but that and then the film festival route.
Maybe you should dab Martin again.
Yeah. I'll give you $3 towards it if you dab me for the rest of the episode. How about that? Eugene, I'm really proud of you. I mean, you used to put up with a lot of shit on Unscrewed.
You know, I think I got the job by pulling a hot dog out of my pants. I don't know if you remember that from that pitch meeting. You remember?
I do remember that.
Well,
That's not why you got the job.
Oh, really? I tell
impressed by
everybody
that,
that.
actually.
Oh, okay, I guess not.
Why the hell would Gator be at a pitch meeting for Unscrewed?
Because I was
He
Martin's
was
buddy.
he was doing custodial work at the building back then. And then, of course, you also played Pepito, the security guard on Unscrewed. Who could forget that? And you got wrapped in cling wrap because that German guy had a fetish where he would masturbate when people wrapped somebody that looked like Roy Orbison in saran wrap.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Highlight of your career?
That was the highlight.
Gino.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you one question here.
One
real
question,
quick.
all right?
What was the hardest day on set? Did you yell cut and shit like that?
The hardest day on set was trying to shoot the sex scene.
Why? What happened?
It's like these nervous actresses and stuff like that. And
was it a real sex scene?
No, it wasn't real sex.
I think the word in the biz they use is cultish.
It was I hate to say softcore, but it was
Was there penetration?
No, there wasn't any penetration.
Was it lesbian
Lots
sex?
of moaning, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to?
So you're like, more moaning.
Did you powder down some titties?
No, I didn't. We had makeup artists though that did the whole body makeup. I wasn't there to see that.
Do you have fluffers on set?
We didn't have fluffers on set. No, but we shot our love scene in digital set though.
And you did karate and shit. How'd you get the
how do we
choreography?
At Han Choi's house?
Yeah.
That's where he shot it? That's the closest thing to sex that's
studio.
ever happened at Han Choi's house. I guarantee you that.
He mentioned that. He was like, man, I never seen women in my bedroom before until you came by with your
The funny thing is he
camera
left
crew.
though. He left. He left before I didn't even get a phone call.
He had to leave, and he walked out of the room like this. He's like, he's trying to hide the balls. Well, anyway, Eugene, Minty the Assassin, when can we expect this for wide theatrical release?
Like a year from now or something.
All right. And
What's
I'm going to hit you up for some money. You
Yeah.
understand that? Because you owe me big.
I know.
For giving you that internship on Unscrewed, pal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You owe me big time.
Yeah, I got you into this business.
Hey Marty, why
You
didn't
did.
we get Eugene instead of two girls in the scene for this show? That would have got more ratings.
Man, that's why nobody fucking watches this show.
We need porn stars.
I get the little Filipino kid instead of the two hot lesbians. Dab me!
Yeah.
Dab me!
All right.
All right, that's all the time we got for this 1985 edition of Infected.
Hold up, we got to hear that story.
No, we ain't got time for a story tonight.
Tell the
I'm
story.
sweating,
What's the
man.
story? I want to hear the story.
I'm sweating.
Tell the story about
what's
the
the
Flock of
story?
Seagulls, that band, how they came to be.
I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you one quick little story. All right? This is the story of Wayne, the earliest adopter. Once upon a time, there was a computer enthusiast named Wayne. Wayne was really into computers before anyone really owned a home computer. He programmed mainframes for work, and when the first decent home computers finally hit the market, Wayne was the first guy in line at Radio Shack to plop down $4,000 to buy one. And boy, was he proud. Did you hear about my new computer? Wayne asked everyone at work. It's a rocket. It runs at a blazing 8 megahertz. I'm surprised the Department of Defense would even allow such power to be unleashed on the world. Did I mention it's made by Tandy, the finest home computer manufacturer in the known world? Perhaps, said Wayne to Paula, the receptionist, you'd like to come over this weekend and play Zork. I've almost solved it, and you can be there with me when I do. It shall be most exciting. It was the greatest time of Wayne's life. He was on top of the world, but then 2 months later, a new, faster home computer came out, and Steve in accounting bought one. It ran at 16 megahertz, and everyone in the office wanted to come over to see it. Oh, Steven, muttered Wayne under his breath. I defeated Zork, so what makes you think I cannot defeat you? And that day on his lunch break, Wayne cut Steve's brake lines, causing his rival to get in a fiery wreck and die. And as new computers came out every 3 months or so, Wayne murdered whoever bought them, and finally tried to firebomb the Radio Shack, but severely burned himself in the process and died a slow, agonizing death, especially after the infection set in. The end.
That was sad.
Wow.
Maybe I could write the script for your next movie.
Oh yeah, damn right.
Yeah. Well, that really is all the time we have for Infected 1985. I want to thank my friend Shitbird Joey, Denny Blaze, the Average Homeboy, and of course Eugene Baldovino for stopping by.
Gino's an auteur.
For the Gator, this is Martin Sargent reminding you, don't get ripped by the Riptide. Oh, by the way, Dave's brother had a baby. What?
That's great.
What? Just because you're never gonna have
Jamie, Christian, congratulations.
Just because you're never gonna have a family, don't take it out on me. We'll see you at the bar, everyone. America's most dangerous cats. Good night.
You've been listening to and watching Infected. If you're still watching, you're definitely infected. Now, just go to your sink, sort of wet down your hair like Marty's was during the show, and then sort of comb it over into some sort of quasi-pompadour type flock of seagulls type do, and then you'll be 1985 with us. You're infected.
Infected is written by Martin Sargent, Jay Speiden, and Stewart Engesser. Camera and audio by Han Choi, Stephen Jang, Kevin Lau, and Dave, America's Most Dangerous Cats Chung. Edited by Jordan Dertinger. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Joseph Philippe San Jose Shitbird Rabier provided spiritual guidance.
Oh yeah, it's Denny Blaze in the house. Yo, Duke, roll my track. Average Homeboy's back. I deal with all the haters smack. Just like my rap, I smoothed it out. Let me tell you what I'm all about. Just take a sip from my flow. I spread my flame to your cartoon show. I blaze the mic, that's what I do. From an average homeboy point of view. If you give respect, I give it back to you. I've got the love for everyone. Just give me sunshine, girls, and fun. I'm standing tall and growing fast. When my homeboys call, we have a blast. I wasn't born with a silver spoon, but thanks to Duke, I got in a cartoon. I spell it out to make it easy. It's BLA to the ZE. There's no other hot as me. So call me clever or call me coy. You just been blazed by Average Homeboy. Yeah, can you feel the heat? I blaze the beat. Yeah, can you feel the heat? I blaze the beat.